Wait! Wait! Issa! Hi guys, and welcome to this episode of ValiDate. So we are continuing our date that we have with Malik and Issa. So I have a realization with Malik's name. It could go either way. Malik, Malik. I'm gonna go back to saying Malik because it just sounds natural to me. But it can go either or. And since on his questionable music last episode, he did pronounce his name as Malik, so I'm going back to the Malik name pronunciation. Sorry for going back and forth with this. I just want to make sure that I'm conveying everyone's name properly because I really hate not saying things properly. That really bothers me. But anyways, we are here at Pink Lobster and we're treating Issa out on some good food after we got that free meal at Popeyes. So I'm really interested to see how the end of this date goes, and if this unlocks Arihi, I am going to scream. I will scream and play the shit out of that whole date ASAP. But let's go ahead and reel it back in and continue this lovely date. The two of you entered the restaurant, and thankfully there isn't much of a wait. You're quiet as you observe the menu for longer than you should have, shooing away the waiter a few more times than you normally would. Oh. Never been here before? That is a no. And I'm sure he's looking at those price numbers and he's like, my wallet. I want to buy the entire menu. Oh, I don't really eat seafood. Oh, interesting. Let's say I don't really eat seafood, because if we say I want to buy the entire menu, then I don't know, that may come off wrong. I don't really eat seafood. No, I really don't eat much American seafood. My dad didn't really let us when we were younger, and I never grew out of it. Oh shit. Okay, so I can help you. My friends and I come here all the time after shows. She pauses to look through the menu for some time, and you watch her as she does. She looks focused, and the glint of the menu through her glasses somewhat calms down the nerves you didn't even notice you had. Your shoulders relax as you lean back in your seat. So, how about the ultimate grab fest? We can share. It comes with like 4 sides, and we can just eat off each other's plates. Yeah, that sounds cool. She calls over the waiter, ordering for the both of you. She's got more than enough confidence for you two to share, even though you typically have the energy of a broke man asking a porn star for free nudes. Oh my god. Of course you do, Malik. Something about her, though, it just sucks the self-assurance out of you like a vacuum, and you find yourself floundering for a way to continue the conversation. At the very least, maybe you can convince her you're not just some boring guy who works at Popeyes. Maybe it's because you're used to women not having a lot of confidence. You're used to being the voice of wisdom and choice in the past. You're used to having authority in your home, calling the shots and all that. Is that a bad thing? Always going after women who don't try to speak for themselves? Women who you know will listen to everything you say no matter how stupid it is? Is that why you have 2 kids you hardly see? Is that why you've had the same job for nearly 5 years with no plans for moving on with your life until now? Alice was different. She talked back to you. She never took your shit. Most importantly, she challenged you. Okay, look, can we back off the Alice? Alice is something that came and went. All right, Malik? She is the side bitch now. All right, just leave her alone. Just forget about Alice and focus on the present moment and your future with Arihi, because that's going to happen, mark my words. But focus on that kind of future. All right, Malik? She challenged you to be a better you. Ever since her career took off, you haven't had anyone challenge you the way she did. You miss her. You wish things were different. It takes you a moment to pull yourself back to reality. You snap back to the woman in front of you to find she's staring at you through those gray glasses perched on her nose. Hello, Earth to Malik? Oh, shit, sorry. I was too lost in your eyes. You're so beautiful, queen. Oh my god, this guy. Malik! Isabel nearly rolls her eyes to the back of her head. Despite that, there is a small smirk on her lips. Oof, thank God you didn't blow that one. I was asking about your rap life. When did you start? You know, doing it. It was back in high school. Me and my friends would just cut class to go to this guy's house down the street. He was some retired DJ, but always played beats loud enough to be heard from the classrooms. Dope guy. He smoked us out sometimes. We would stay there for hours, freestyling and shit. You cut class too? God, I hated high school. Ain't we all? Why'd you skip school? Well, I don't know if you would count it as skipping school. We were still technically in the school, just not in class. So you were a fake rebel, huh? No, I was bad as hell. We were just in a theater room all the time. Practicing for plays outside of school, watching musicals, you know, theater stuff. I don't, if we're being real. Tell me about the theater life. So, theater life was just, it was so awesome. God. Okay, never mind. I loved high school, actually. I got to do what I loved and didn't have to worry about paying bills. I was a choir director for the musicals. But I starred in a lot of them. Typically had the main role, but sometimes I gave it to someone else. You know, there aren't that many humble people in theater. Everyone is like me, and they don't really realize that for theater to work, people have to like collaborate. Unlike rap, it's kind of just a solo thing, right? I mean, it can be. I've done some collabs with my friends, and that was cool or whatever. But sometimes it's a relationship between the producer and the rapper. I make my own beats nowadays. I tried to make music once. It didn't go all that well. Yeah, I get it. I do more of the behind-the-scenes shit. I write all my raps, no influence from anyone. Well, I guess the women I interact with are my muse. Oh, so does that mean I'll be in one of your songs? We'll see. A rap singing duo would be good for your debut album, and she's pretty good from the little singing you heard. I was serious about that collab. I would love for you to be in one of my shows. I don't do free gigs. There better be moolah attached. I mean, maybe, or I could pay you in something better. Issa! Issa! Wait! Sex already? Are you that good? Has your game really been that good? You can't bed me that easily. Yes, she can. Huh? Oh, gross. No, I meant free tickets to our show. I could give you a summer pass. Shit. That sounds even better than some pussy. No, it doesn't. Oh, you got played. It really doesn't, but you guess you can take one of your new girlfriends there. The theater types are typically the freaky ones, or so you've heard. I mean, you see the slight color change in her skin. Even though you're across the table, you can still feel the heat radiate from her cheeks. You smirk, reaching over to rest your hand beside her own. Grabbing it would be too forward, and you really don't want any attention on you. You're seated near the back of the restaurant for a reason. She rests her hand on top of yours for Oh, messing with your fingers! Issa! Wait! Suddenly, you feel your heart in your throat, unsure of how to form words. Thankfully, the waiter returns with your food and she lets your hand go. There was a sense of vulnerability you haven't felt in years. You're not sure how you feel about it. Here, let me do the honors. Oh! Oh, is she feeding him? That's so cute. That's adorable. Ugh, I love seafood, man. I could kill for seafood right now. Ugh. You watch her as she cleans her hand with a little towelette before taking a crab leg and using a tool that honestly looks like it belongs in a toolbox to crack it open. She offers the meat inside the leg to you. Here, you eat the inside meat, not the shell. Well, I'm sure people can eat the shell. I mean, technically you can. I know in shrimp, you can eat the like soft shells. You can eat like fried soft shell crab. You can eat the shell. You can eat the shell on fried shrimp if you want. But it is possible, yes. But I wouldn't. Oh, also you can like dunk it in butter and sauces like hot sauce. This isn't really the place for good crab. I have to take you to a real seafood spot. You lean over and take a bite, chewing it and trying to figure out if you really like the taste. It's not terrible. It tastes as if chicken was raised underwater. Dude, crab is actually really good. Not bad. You're quiet as you eat, sitting back and letting her ramble on about her theater life. It's sort of hard to listen while you're still trying to pick apart your feelings about the food in front of you. It takes a while before the table is filled with crab shells and you finally lean back, actually tuning into whatever she's been saying. Theater is just hard, and people don't understand. Like, I've been working on a script for the longest time, and I hardly have time to work on it these days because I'm directing and teaching young kids how to act. Like, I love my job, I do, but I wish I could maybe not do my job, just do my own thing and have the money to support myself. I get that, or did get that. This music shit is picking up. Soon I'll be making Travis Scott money because of Big Bach. But the journey to get here took a minute. She nods, looking away for a moment before letting out a long sigh. Being a creative is hard. It's hard and no one understands. Her attention darts to the crab shells, filling up the plate between you two. You want to say something to help reassure her, but you can't. You don't think you can comfort someone yet. Wait, why can't you? You have spent the past year finding yourself, figuring out why you are the way you are. The root of your problems are yourself. You have to decide if you want to comfort her or not. If you don't, it will weigh on your conscience for the rest of the evening, and you can't have another Yolanda on your spirit. Yeah, you should comfort her. You comfort her the best way you know how. Flirt. Okay, look, Malik, there are different ways to comfort people other than flirting and trying to sex them. Okay? Malik, there are other options. Please. You wipe your hands clean, reaching over to tilt her head up to look at you. How about we get out of here? Wait. Oh, wait. You're thankful to yourself that you bought gas on your way here. Your car isn't shitty. You try to keep it in pristine condition in case you bag a rich girl. The last thing you want is for some girl to bail on you just because she thinks you're broke. Besides, you're about to get a new one as soon as the check clears. You've had your eye on the new Lincoln Nautilus. You decide you can splurge a little and pay for the check, leaving a rather generous tip. You know ladies love when a man is generous. It's quiet as you pull up to her house, the sound of old school hip hop filling the silence. It isn't awkward, just peaceful. There's none of the stilted post-date energy, just the two of you enjoying each other's company. This is new for you, being so comfortable with someone you just met. You turn off your engine and the sounds of apartments and distant police sirens filter through underneath the music. So, here we are. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, and here we are. Do you live alone? The question takes you by surprise, but you reach into your pocket to pull out your phone. You realize that you haven't touched it all night. A multitude of notifications are shown across your lock screen, but you can't be bothered to deal with them right now. You nod in answer to her question, glancing over at her with a raised eyebrow. Yeah, Issa, what? Wait, Issa, why are you asking? You want to fuck on the first night? I thought that was against the theater code. Fuck? No, I mean, maybe. I just don't want to deal with my family tonight. It's been such a good night. I don't want that to be over just yet. Oh yeah, that ain't a problem. I'm sure I got a spare toothbrush for you to borrow, and you can take my bed. You're so thankful you cleaned your place earlier that day. Bringing someone home to a dirty home is never a good look. God, thank you. She reaches into her purse, pulling out a small sandwich bag filled with what looks like to be neatly rolled joints. You're shocked for a second before you remember she's a theater girl. Want to smoke? Esau, damn! Esau is just like, oh, thanks. All right, so you want to fuck? Esau already taking out the hard shit. Oh my god. This is a whole other side of Issa that we're seeing, and I'm loving this. You could kiss this girl right here if you didn't think her family might be looking. Where have you been all my life? Oh my god. Isabel laughs, lighting up as you pull off the direction of your apartment. You don't even realize how close she lives to you. Before you know it, your apartment complex comes into view and you pass her back the joint. You hop out of the car, running over to open the door for her. It's the least you can do, after all. She is smoking you out. Hell, you even go the extra mile, bending down to let her climb onto your back. Your ride awaits. You don't have to do all that. I can walk. You're my queen of the evening. It's my duty to serve you. With a roll of her eyes, she moves her glasses to her forehead and climbs onto your back. Once you've got her steady, she holds onto your shoulders in an attempt to not drop the joint. Ooh, Malik is strong too? Yes! Your apartment is cleaner than you remembered it being. You set her down beside the couch and take the joint back, taking a hit before setting it on the ashtray on the coffee table. This still looks kind of messy, Malik, though. I guess to your standards, it's clean. So, welcome to Casa de... You're hardly given a chance to speak before she's pulling you down into a... Wait! Wait! Issa! And before you know it, you find yourself leading her into your bedroom, feeling the quiet night air and with sounds of your own. Ooh, yes! Ooh, theater snap, yes! Work it, Issa! Issa! Okay, that's why she took a joint. She's like, I need to get high for this shit. I want to have a good time. Issa! Ooh, yes! It's roughly 2 a.m. when you came back to Earth. You get up to grab the joint discarded in the living room, along with a couple bottles of water, lighting it and handing it to her. I thought you weren't trying to fuck. I said maybe, not yes or no. It was maybe. It was a maybe. Oh my god! And she's in her underwear. What? Okay, is this the partial nudity that they were talking about? I want to say that this is the partial nudity warning that was being talked about. But I love her. Like, we're seeing with her hair down. She has a cute as fuck lingerie set, though. I love that. Oh my god. You lay back beside her, your arm around her shoulder and her head on your chest. Really, this position is nothing new for you, but this time it's different somehow. It feels new. It feels right. Your inner monologue is interrupted by the sound of her voice. This was nice. Thank you. No need to thank me. You're the one who planned this. Yeah, I guess I should give myself all the credit. She pauses to take a hit, exhaling slowly. Her eyes close as she relaxes even more, if that's even possible. Ooh, someone's enjoying themselves. Huh? Oh, yeah. I don't really get much peace at home. I still live with my family. 2 sisters, a brother, my abuela, and my parents. Sometimes my tío lives with us, but he's with his girlfriend right now. That usually doesn't last long, though. So you have a big family, too? Yeah, I love them, but I just need some space to myself. I feel that. After I dropped out of college, it's just family. My mom was never proud of me, or at least she never showed it. I got 2 sisters and a brother, and she loves them more, it feels like. But I still want to buy her a house and a car. Hopefully get her financially stable enough to leave my dad. Yeah, same. I want to get my family houses so they don't have to live with us when shit doesn't work out. Yeah, shit doesn't work out all the time, it feels. You're both quiet for a while as you finish off the joint. You typically don't talk to your one-night stands, but you feel like this is more than that. Like there's an actual connection between you two. Connections like that are a rarity for a man like you. You're not one to settle in a wide, diverse world full of fine women and non-women. You don't want to think about this too hard. Why would you pick just one? That's like saying all movies are bad just because you saw one bad one. Sure, that one vampire movie was god-awful, but it really does get better towards the end. But you're getting older. You have 2 kids, a career that's about to take off, and responsibilities to handle. You're nearly 29 years old. How long will your early 20s mindset last you? The sound of her voice snaps you out of your train of thought. You will have to revisit that stop later. I know this was nice, and it is nice, really nice, and I enjoy spending time with you, but you don't mean to cut her off. You typically have better manners than that. Still, the thought of her crushing the perfect world you've just created in your head is enough to get you panicking just a little. She brought you clarity. You saw your future better when she was around. She made you think outside of yourself. Strange thing to say about a woman you met a few days ago. Look, I like you, but I'm really not in a condition to pursue anything serious with you. It wouldn't be fair to do that to you if I can't commit to you 100%. I'm not mentally fit enough to worry about dating right now. You forget to breathe for a moment, blinking as you process her words. This is the first time in a long time that you've been rejected by someone you took somewhat of a liking to. It was, well, a wake-up call, to say the least. It wasn't like you wanted to date her, but you wouldn't have minded potentially being vulnerable after sex with her. The world doesn't revolve around you. Just because one thing is going well in your life doesn't mean everything else will fall in line. Sure, you got promoted to manager a few years ago, and that's a position you thought was the peak of your life for a long time. But now your music, the thing you have worked on the most, is popping off. You have to change your mindset of this world if you're going to be successful. And then you had kids, 2 of them, with two different women that you can hardly speak to anymore because you realized too late that you didn't want to be a father. You think about Alice, how she never wanted to be a mother either, and then her career took off, now being less of a mother than ever before. You love the child you had with her, but sometimes you can't help but think you two would still be together if your daughter was never born. That's rough. That is rough. Still, you have kids that you aren't taking care of, and for some reason, that isn't bothering you as much as you think it should. Maybe you weren't meant to be a father. Maybe the generational curse of bad parenting has passed on to you. And now you're here beside Isabel, quieter than you really should be after she's pretty much rejected you. You're used to things not working out, but why does this hurt so bad? Yeah, I get it. We can just be friends though, right? I still want to see you perform. Of course, yeah, friends. I can do that. I still want to take you to some more seafood places. Hell, maybe I can introduce you to my own friend group. The eager tone in her voice calms you down despite the weight she just dropped on you, and you find yourself able to breathe again despite the heavy feeling in your chest. Oh, at least it's resolved nicely. Oh, that was just a yawn slipping out. You rub your eyes with one hand as you run your fingers through her hair with the other. Falling asleep on me already? I've been up since like 7. Cut me some slack, queen. She yawns too, and Jesus fucking Christ, it's cute as hell. You press a kiss to the top of her head, shuffling around a bit to get comfortable. Before you know it, you're out like a light. Oh, deadbeat dad club. I love this picture though. Oh, that's so cute. You know what? Malik and Issa actually make a cute couple, but I still want Malik and Arihi, or Arihi, that's me. But anyways, I'm sure this was a good ending. So I'm really hoping Arihi gets unlocked, right? We get a spicy unlock. Okay, we got some CG unlocks. New date. Malik route with Rocky. Interesting. Malik route with Rocky. So we meet again, Rocky. I don't like you. I really don't like Rocky at all right now. But I did say that I really want to be focusing on Malik right now because I am like invested in Malik's story. I am so invested in this man's story. So, Rocky, what are you going to do with Malik? Because we befriended Issa with Malik, and Issa, I believe, was to teach Malik about being vulnerable. Like, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to, like, understand your feelings. And I think that's what Issa did for him. Rocky, what do you have to offer? Because I don't think you have any special skills to offer him at all. Oh God, let's date. Oh boy. Slow dancing in some rich guy's mansion. Ooh. Content warnings: drugs, alcohol, partial nudity, homophobia, NSFW! Yes! Ooh! 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 NSFW! 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 Ooh! 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 Oh yes! 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 NSFW! Dude, I live for the NSFW. I live for that. But with Rocky though, like that's what makes me mad. Like with Rocky, why? God. It's late September by the time you finally score your first record collaboration. A rather popular record label that rhymes with Tony bought a few beats off you for enough money that made you put your 2-month notice in. Oh. Yeah, 2 months. You hate this place, but not enough to sabotage it. Besides, when you told Kamari you were quitting, she threw a biscuit at you. That's funny. It hurt, but you would never admit it. Still, despite everything, you call this place a second home. You've taken your biggest L's here, but you've also realized a lot. You learned about yourself, people, the world, what it's like to have to rely on a job to live and pay your bills. This job taught you what adulthood is really like, and you're grateful for that. You can't wait until you don't have to smell the nauseating smell of fried chicken all the time. You will never eat at Popeyes again. This job taught you more about the world than you learned in your African household. Like, how can you tell this customer walking up to you, looking like they're about to cry, is about to ruin your day? All right, if I get the 3-piece, that means I won't have time to eat the dinner that I pre-prepared yesterday. Which means that I shouldn't eat it, and yet... Okay, 3 meals a day isn't the worst thing to do, I guess. But I've been stress eating so much lately, and frankly, this entire banquet situation isn't helping. Have you tried to pass up macaroons when they're laid out on every table in a 100-foot radius? It's torture. Oh, but torture isn't even the half of it, because guess what happens? We've been planning and prepping this for months, going back and forth with each and every department. And you want to know what happens 2 days before the actual events? The DJ just up and quits. Or, I guess, it gets arrested for tax fraud, but who the hell told him to do that on my time? Seriously, for all the money I was paying him, he couldn't find a tax guy, find a loophole or two, claim a home office, be a small business owner. Had to go and do things the hard way, didn't he? Don't know who the hell he thinks he is. You know, you probably should have said something somewhere between that monologue, but you didn't realize he was talking to himself until the 3rd sentence in. Listen, you've dealt with some shit at the register. The only people who ask for the manager at Popeyes are the most annoying people on this planet. Damn, you can't wait to quit this joint. Bro, you good? Do you need a recommendation or something? I mean, people don't really come here asking for recommendations. It's Popeyes, not Pink Lobster. Shh, hold on. I'm still thinking. Wow. You're being rude, man, whatever. You know what? No. We need to tell Rocky. We need to tell him his place. You're being rude, Rocky. You're being rude. I would ask you to leave, but it sounds like you got a good reason. I want 5 tenders, lightly singed but not burned, with mashed potatoes and 6 biscuits. You don't move to punch in his order. You just sort of stare at him, tilting your head to the side as you look this guy over. He's dressed like he knows what he's doing. Maybe he's a fashion person, like a model. Maybe he can put you onto a stylist. Do you want to drink with that? I shouldn't. And yet, no. Maybe I'll just go to the bar next door and... It's 11:45 a.m. Tell that to my boss. Mimosas? Okay, he has a point. You could go for a mimosa right now. You can't believe internalized misogyny prevented you from trying a good-ass drink. You've realized that with a lot of things, Ever since you stopped caring how others perceived you, you've started enjoying life more. Mani-peds with a rehi, something you had to beg him to partake in, has gotten you a lot more attention than you would like to admit. People are always complimenting your nails and asking where you get them done. Some girl even said you should be a hand model, but you have a suspicion that was probably code for some fetish shit. Okay, you got me there. Man, I could go for a mimosa right now. I'm assuming they don't let their managers drink on the clock. You think I care about this job? I put in my 2 months notice. My last day is the 1st. Damn, look at you, moving up in the world. I can only respect it. Well, I guess that's all. Then, put it in a bag and I'll go eat next door and have myself a paloma on the side. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. It's slow and you're about to be off in 10 minutes. Might as well join him. It's definitely not weird to ask another man if you can grab a drink with them, right? So if you're heading over there, mind if I go with you? I'm about to get off at 12 and I'm free for the rest of the day and... Sure. Whoa there, don't trip all over yourself to try and get out of here. I don't need your life story. Okay. Is your nervousness that obvious? Yeah, okay. Give me a second. And this is on the house. I'll bring it to you. Just go grab us a booth. Well there, you're an assertive one, aren't you? I don't mind that in a man. What? Yeah, you opened the gates of hell. Okay, you opened the gates of rocky hell, Malik. I hope you understand this. What? He laughs before you can even get the rest of the word out, sauntering off to the direction of the bar entrance. Yeah, you fucked up, Malik. What did he mean by that? Oh, I know what he meant by that. Going to the bar in the middle of the day with another man is something bros do, right? You need to stop worrying about what other men do and focus on your own life. The more you realize and analyze the relationship you have with other men, the more you have realized that your actions tend to be for the approval of other men. Daddy issues? Probably, actually. You really don't want to think about that right now. You enter the bar for what feels like the first time in months. When you first started working at Popeyes, you and your coworkers would come on Thirsty Thursdays and drink for free after a food exchange. Back when things were harder and you had no clue what to do with your life. You don't have time to think about this right now. He's sitting in the corner, underneath a bright neon light that brings out the glow of his skin. You're staring. You know you're staring, but this man is beautiful and you can't bring yourself to look away. Look, don't be fooled by the looks, Malik, okay? The personality is where it's at and his personality is trash. Don't be fooled, please. I hate this so much right now, I really do. Thank God you changed before this. Sitting next to him in your disgusting ass apron would ruin the vibe. You know, if I were you, I'd take a picture. It'd last longer. Oh boy. Relax. I'm messing with you. Sort of. Right, Sort of? What the fuck? You can't have another crisis in front of another man. You have already had 3 in the last 6 months. I didn't know what sauce you wanted, so I just got you all of them. He looks through his own bag carefully. Is this man some kind of food critique or something? Oh, food critic. I said critique. Food critic or something? Thank you? Wait, did you wash your hands before you slapped this together? Yeah, I'm the manager. It's kind of my job. Oh, so you're saying your other coworkers don't wash their hands? What? I didn't say that. They should. The sink is always wet when I walk past it. I'm not hand washing watching my coworkers. They're adults. You'd be surprised what adults are just incapable of doing. I'm sure you know something about that from the way you walked in. Do you want to talk about that? Might as well. Can't a girl order a drink? Damn, give me a minute. Girl? Are you I mean, you can't ask people that. It's rude. No, I'm not trans. It's a figure of speech. I'm a man, through and through. Sorry to disappoint. Wait a second. You, sir, asked to get drinks with me, but didn't think to ask for my name. How impolite can you get? Yeesh, men these days don't know how to act. Shit, I guess I didn't. I'm Malik, and you are a piece of shit. He is a piece of garbage that you don't need to know more about. Just get up and leave, and then we get a magic unlock of Arihi, and then everything goes to normal. Rocky Harrison. We're giving out full governments? I figured you've earned that much. Besides, I'm pretty damn well known in the area. Pretty surprised you haven't heard of me. Why would I know you? Are you not... What? Does he think you're gay? Yes, he does. Yes, because you don't just say that. Do all these things to a man like Rocky. He does. All right, let me break this down for you. A man doesn't ask another man that he doesn't know for drinks in the middle of the day. He is right. It is very, very particular, especially a man like Rocky. If he has a girlfriend to go home to. What? God damn it. Maybe you should have thought this one through a little more. Yeah, you should have. I'm not gay. Are you sure? Are you sure? Don't know anymore. It's complicated. Ah, you're in that phase of life. You'll figure it out. Don't worry about that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go order a drink. That all right with you? Closet case? Hey, put it on my tab, my treat. He doesn't need to know you're not paying for this. You already brought the bartender some food an hour ago. Now that's the stereotypical alpha male behavior I was looking for. What are you ordering? If it's a margarita, know that I will judge you. Wow, do I look like a margarita guy? Yes. Wow. I wanted a red moon. Really? That's your taste in beer? Mass-produced? You don't buy local? Not everyone likes spending $15 on a pint of beer. Cheapskate. Look, he's trying to save his money. He needs to save his big buck money because he's spending it on your ass. He spent it on Issa. He spent it on pretty much everybody that we've encountered. He's been spending all his money. Minus Yolanda, because Yolanda was okay paying for it. But he's been spending his money on everything. You give him a look and he backs down, bringing a hand up as an apology. You know what? Let's not be mean. We'll just say ... Jesus, I'm sorry. That was rude. You think? I'm getting better at that. What? Being an asshole? No, I meant thinking. Seriously, though, I'm trying to get better at taking responsibility for that sort of thing. What does that have to do with you? Before you're able to question him, he's already at the bar, talking up a storm with the chatty bartender. Oh, you pull out your phone as you wait. You realize your sister texted you before Rocky walked in and you forgot to respond. She's chewing your ass out. Oh, damn. Oh, hello, sister. Ooh, Abina. Are you famous enough to get me a Nelfar? Abina Patterson, high school teacher Malik's twin sister. Oh, this is the twin sister you were talking about. Interesting. I tried to get the lavender one and it sold out in like 2 seconds. I was pissed, livid. I damn near cried. So if you can get me one, I'll watch your kids whenever you want. I'll be the best auntie these kids can ask for. Bro, I know you're not ignoring my texts. Malik, you don't even like your job. Why aren't you answering? Dude, Abina, chill. Yo. My fault. I'm at the bar. You drink? We got mimosas last week. That's different. I was babysitting you. I'm older. And I'm the more responsible one between us. Who are you at this bar with? I can't be here by myself? You're lame, but not that lame. Wow. Hurtful. I know. Anyways, can you get me a Nelfie, please? I will see what I can do. The guy I'm with seems like he's into fashion, but maybe he knows something. Guy? You're on a date with a guy in the middle of the day? Does Alice know? Why would Alice know? Are you two not fucking with each other again? No, they're not. They are not. Nah. Look, leave him alone, Abina. Leave him alone. If you say so. Is he at least cute? He's beautiful. Like, he's a model or something. He's coming back. I'll talk to you later. You better get me that Nelfie. What a greedy little sister. All right, but it looks like we are running on time here. And I think this is a perfect time to stop. But this is starting to get interesting because we're starting to see a little bit more of Rocky now. We had a bad taste of Rocky when we were with Issa, but with Malik, it seems like, I want to say because Malik is a guy, this is a little easier for Rocky, I guess, to interact with somebody. Especially if he thinks he's cute. I'm pretty sure 100% Rocky wants to get it in Malik's pants, maybe, or open the door or something. I don't know. But I am curious to see how the rest of this date goes. If Rocky will mellow out a bit, or if Malik and Rocky do things, because it said NSFW. So like, I really hope, I really hope, it's NSFW. Not with Rocky, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode. Hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.